And we're live! Good morning, and apologies, I literally woke up 3 minutes ago and I didn't want to let you down and I just stuffed some clothes on, so sorry Lauren, I am dressed, and just ran for the office, and I did also get a coffee, and so a very good morning to today's RC coffee chat. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any show notes, so it's not going to be as structured as we normally are. So, yeah, it's the weekend at last, and shock horror, I'm not flying today. I'm going caving today with one of my daughters. It's going to be good fun. It's quite an easy cave. My uncle is caving nut, put it that way. So we're going to go underground today, which is going to be good fun. Yeah, total chaos, Andre. Yeah, that's what it feels like this morning. So if you're going to have to apologise if I dart off in different directions. So thinking about yesterday, where is she? Let me go and find Suicide Bunny for you. Because, yeah, yesterday's flying was a tad mental. Let me go grab Suicide Bunny. So, unfortunately, or good news, depends which way you look at it, Suicide Bunny is still in one piece. I'm actually going to bring this up as a quick topic. You'll notice that I've taken out the video transmitter. Now, why have I taken out the video transmitter? Is because we had a bit of a channel conflict on the flight line, and the transmitter, which was in the Mini Drak, had the little flip switches on the back. And can anybody ever remember what combination you need to use to change the channels? Because I can't. So what I did was quickly grab the video transmitter out of this one, because it was a push button one, and stick it in the Mini Drak instead. Yeah. So if you ever get the little VTXs, the FPV ones, get the ones with the push buttons on the back. Million times easier, because if you do run into channel issues, is that you don't have to carry a card with you. You don't have to try and look it up on your phone and stuff. You just mash the button, you change the channel, and jobs are good in. So Suicide Bunny, she is in one piece, but blimey. I'm sure many of you have seen the talk roll episode with the previous setup of the Micro SkyMunter, but this one has torque roll on a whole new league. Literally, the model rotated around the motor. I'm sure some of you may have seen it in the video which I've posted in the Facebook group. It was absolutely bonkers. The torque roll on it was crazy, and that's why she's so muddy, and I'm surprised she's still in one piece. One thing which I have noticed is that there is creases in the left wing, so I'm going to have to put some more strengthening in that wing. Saying that, there is a bloody great big piece of glass fibre going across it, and I've already got a piece of carbon fibre in the back, but there is a definite crease in the wing. Now, why is there so much of a crease in the wing? Is because she is ridiculously fast, and I mean ridiculously fast. I've got some DVR footage, which I'm sure many of you have seen from the Facebook group. I will publish it later this morning. The DVR footage doesn't do it absolute justice. It feels really fast in the goggles, and I want to say a massive hat tip to Craig for doing some flight line footage with one of the cameras, and you just see it go vroom, gone. Absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy. And yes, some of you could call me a wuss for not getting so close to the ground with it, but do remember that was her maiden flight, and I really do kind of like those models, and that one was supposed to be the replacement for my other one. And I just gave her a couple of good high-speed passes. Absolutely bonkers. Gordon says, the problem with most push-button VTXs is that you need to power on to change the channel. Yeah, that is actually a very good point. It was only the three of us which were going to be flying together, so we sorted all that out on the ground. That is a good point. The one thing with the one which is the switchable one, which goes 25, 50, no, 25, 200, 600 milliwatts, is that it does have an off mode as well, which I do kind of like. Obviously, you'd probably want to turn the power off before you power the model down, so then it's off when you power it back on, if that makes sense. Absolutely. Don't let me forget about the HobbyKing Wing as well. But that came up. Sorry, that just saw that pop up in the chat. What else? Yeah, it was just bonkers, absolutely bonkers, and it's all in one piece. So, with that said, let's move across to Shout Out Corner, so we can have a cunning slurp here in the background. So, this is a section. If you're new here, we do a Shout Out Corner. So, I would like to say a very good morning to Andre, to Brian, to Simon, to Riff, to Lauren. Who else we got? Andy, good morning. Jeff, good morning. Simon, good morning. Wolfgang, good morning. Henry, good morning. Gordon, good morning. Scrolling down. Raj, good morning. M. McKay, good morning as well. Happy Saturday. And Matt, good morning as well. Apologies if I've missed anyone in there. Yeah, and Slappy McCracken. And Joe, good morning. Yes, we're here. We're here indeed. So a very good morning to you indeed. And greetings from Christchurch. Oh, actually, Matt. Let me get a piece of paper so I don't lose topics. Tundra. New wing. Mini Drak video log. Right, there. I've got 4 topics, and those are what we're going to be covering. So, yeah, let me start at the bottom one, video log. So yesterday I recorded another video log, so the journey onto the way to the flight line. We got loads of footage and banter from the flight line as well. Unfortunately, I didn't get Dave and his Rajet. I got 3. He had 3 really terrible launches with the Rajet right at the end. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording, and I wish I was, because they were horrific. But we've got plenty of flight line banter to come out in a later episode. I don't know if I'm going to edit that up today or not. The Mini Drak, whoa, 113 miles an hour. That was really good fun. It should have gone faster because I was up rather high, is all what I'm going to say, and the run on the way down could have been a lot steeper and then pulled out at the bottom. Talking about the Mini Drak, actually, one thing which I'm going to do is that you can just imagine the throaty noise this thing's got in the sky. One change which I'm now going to go and make today is, this is how she arrived with the motor set up on here. What I'm going to do today is actually turn the motor mount round the other way and move the motor back. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is purely down to noise, in short. She is rather loud, and I think because these propellers they're like half an inch away from the foam at the back. So rather than trimming any foam up or anything like that, what I'm actually going to do is turn the motor mount around, push the motor back out a bit. Now, I do know that I've got about an inch worth of space at the front here to play around with the CG, and I also know that she's always nose heavy anyway, so hopefully pushing the motor back a bit into cleaner air is going to go and quiet her down, and also that makes her more efficient as well. So that's one of the changes which I've got for the Mini Drak. Besides that, absolutely skits. Literally absolutely skits. Brilliant fun. Launching, child's play, half throttle, and off she goes. Not even with stabilised mode, you know, she just goes off and flies by herself. It's crazy. Yes, Steve. Mini Drak, Mini Drak, Mini Drak. Absolutely. And good morning, Van, as well. And you may wonder why I'm looking to my left. That's where I can see your comments going on there as well. Right. I'm not even getting to that conversation there in the background. Right, so video log, Mini Drak. Tundra. Where is she? Oh, she's down there somewhere. I went for the orange Tundra. Yeah. How do I phrase it? Let me just share like the story with you with the Tundra. So, me and Stuart had a chat after the interview, which you saw, and we were chatting about that. And I felt kind of bad because I knew Stuart really loves the Tundra, and we'd spoken about that the time previous to it. And I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll go and buy one. All right, I give in. So we bought one, and then yesterday it turned up late. We had a different parcel force driver. I could see that he was late leaving the main depot, and I thought, and it was a different driver yesterday. So it was a little bit late turning up here. Box, perfect condition. There are some bits underneath the box as well, which just fell out on the floor, as I found out. Putting it together, ridiculously easy. You've got 3 screws in the elevator fin, 3 screws in the elevator fin. There's another 2 screws to hold the little wheel in. There's 4 screws on the top of the wing, 2 screws up underneath to hold the things on. Oh, it was like half an hour build, something like that. Stupidly easy. And anyway, I got it to the stage. And by the way, the receiver goes in the back in that funny little hidden hatch, which if you actually read the instructions, you go, oh, look, there's a little hatch and you can put your receiver in there. I started stuffing it in the front. Anyway. So I put that in, set up the transmitter, got everything where which I thought it was supposed to be, plugged her on, and right, ailerons, elevator, rudder? No rudder. Oh, all right. Let me have a look in the hatch and look down, and the servo we'd gone that way around. I was like, that's not right. And then managed to get my little finger down on the side of it, and it was extremely hot. It got really, really hot, to say the least. And I don't know if any of those of you which have seen the back end of a Tundra, but that little hole is just a nightmare to work in. It's just so cramped. So, I do feel a bit like I felt awkward because Stuart said, if you get any problems with the Tundra, let me know here first. I spotted that when I came back to the desk. I took a photograph. Unfortunately, that's the rudder servo. I've never had a servo do that on me before. It was literally from the time, I'm trying to see what I did with it. From the time it took me to get it out, which is 2 screws and a complete faff to get it out the back of the model, to the time it got to my desk, it was still hot on my desk. I've never seen a servo do like that before. So I've replaced it with a Corona 939 servo and put that instead. So that was a little bit of a faff. It happens, How many models have I been through and I get a duff servo? That is the first one. So I was due one, in short, so there's no hard feelings there at all. That's what happened. So we changed over the servo, got everything worked, chucked it in the car, almost literally. It is quite a big model, by the way, to say the least, and hey, it is what it is. And yeah, Andre says use those on your Fun Cub. Yeah, great ones, the Corona servos. Andy says, Matt, are you going to FPV your new Tundra? Yeah, absolutely. I didn't have time to do the wooden structure at the front. I just wanted to get it out, get it maidened. So we took it out to one of the flying sites, and I gave it a good smashing around. I did post in the Facebook group, I must not stuff it, I must not stuff it, I must not stuff it. And I genuinely mean that. I was like, I cannot stuff it on its first flight. That's just mean. Saying that, I almost had it in the Tree of Doom, and I didn't have enough elevator movement on it, and almost stuffed it in the ground after doing a big inverted roll, and it comes around. And it almost goes in. I do have an issue, and this is a kind of a how do I explain this? It's a mildly embarrassing one. I do have an issue with her flaps. They come down too much. So that's my job today, is to change the settings for her flaps. Yeah, but basically half flaps come like down full, and then full flaps they're coming round further than what they should be. So it's like negative flap on it. But it does fly. It does everything which you expect. Basically, it's just a great big trainer. That's what she is. I need more rudder. In fact, yeah, I need more rudder movement to get that rudder around, and I need more elevator movement. I did watch a video on the Tundra, somebody unboxing it about a year ago or so, and they mentioned about the elevator fin not being able to move enough, and they had to cut a bit of the foam out. I cut some of the foam out in the rudder hole for it yesterday, and I still feel that I need more elevator movement, so I'm going to get back there this morning and get the craft knife round so I can get loads and loads of elevator movement on mine. And I definitely do need to put some down trim in the elevator for when the flaps come on as well. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, you bang the flaps on and she goes like that and it goes, whoa! And it doesn't help that yesterday was quite a windy day. But it was good fun. I had a good couple of flights with her, to say the least. So, yeah, a little bit distasteful when it was late here compared to normal parcel force deliveries by an hour. And then it was an exceptionally quick build. Literally just a couple of screws, plug a receiver in. The propeller was completely unbalanced, so you will need to balance your propeller. I did buy a spare propeller as well. The ESC was spinning the wrong way, and that was it. Stick a bit of Velcro in the front for the battery. Stick a 2200 3S in it. And there's so much room in the Tundra. The compartment bay is like a little mini cavern. It's massive. Absolutely massive. So, yeah, quite impressed with it at the moment. I'm going to sort out the FPV pod this morning, and we'll get that glued up, and maybe if we're flying, no, we're not flying on Sunday, it's just too windy, so if I do fly on Sunday it will be a slope soaring day, because it was something like 17 mile an hour wind, something like that, and from the southwesterly direction, which is yes, it's still 17 miles per hour. Oh, work that out. Can you see that? Nice amount of wind, 12, 14, 15, 17, all nice slope soarings. And then at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we get 40 mile an hour winds, which will be like 80 on the slope. So I may be slope soaring on Sunday. I don't know just yet, to say the least. So Tundra was good. New wing. That looks a bit speedy, doesn't it? That came out in the HobbyKing's teaser daily. In the HobbyKing daily, whichever one it was yesterday. And it looks pretty fast. The one thing which we have to assume from that video is that is the stock setup as well. We need to keep that in the back of our mind. And those of you which haven't seen the episode, I will go and find it right now for you, and I'll pop it in the live chat for you, and of course I'll put it in the video description for you too. Let me just nip into my subscriptions mode. There. Right, there we go. It's the weekly update, episode 7, HobbyKing Live 2017, and then right at the end, at about 13. There we go. I'll turn the same down on it. It does look moderately fast. I hope you can see that. It is going some, and then he'll come back past himself in a moment, and you'll see with Stuart in the foreground. There you go. Did you see that bank around then? So it's got some pace on it, and the thing to remember with that is that that is going to be the stock setup on there as well. So it's going to be that quick out of the box. Happy days. Happy days indeed. And that's it. That's my topics for today. Yes, Joanne. Woohoo, fast. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. It is going to be bonkers fast. And that's the nice thing about that going on there. We know that's going to be the stock setup as well. So it's that quick, potentially, out of the box. Yeah, crazy. Oh, maybe it's got the EF Extra power plant. it could quite well be. Who knows? Who knows? Good morning, Steve, by the way. It does look rather quick too. And again, apologies, I'm looking at your chat here on the side. So with that said, I'm going to wrap up now. Apologies for being late this morning. Literally woke up 3 minutes to 6. Clothed, rad. So apologies, I was a couple of minutes late here this morning. There are 2 videos which are semi-live. They're available in the Facebook group. I've left those in the background. I've got a teaser video. Craig's comment is legendary in the teaser. And I've also got some DVR footage of Suicide Bunny. I don't know if I'm going to keep that model set up that way, if I'm honest. I do. It was good fun, don't get me wrong. Flight times were terrible. I know. So anyway, I am claiming that I now own the fastest, or currently own, and of course, anybody who wants to surpass me with this one, the world's fastest micro SkyMunter, you're more than welcome to, in short. But the, Suicide Bunny, she was mental, absolutely mental. So with that said, time for me to go. Thank you ever so much for joining me for today's RC Coffee Chat. It is not so normally chaos like this if it's your first time here, so I do apologise for that. If it is your first time here, there is the subscribe button underneath this video, and you'll get, if you press the little notification icon, you will get notified when the next episode is published, whether it be something about Suicide Bunny or another model, for example. If you have enjoyed today's RC Coffee Chat, do me a favour, press the thumbs up. That's always appreciated. And on that note, if you are out flying today or tomorrow, as the case may be, have fun. Yesterday, I had loads of fun. And I hope that you have fun next time you're out flying with your models too. So on that note, from myself, Matt, cheerios!